When Jill and I first got to Grace, things started to change for us, started to change for me in particular. Let's just say I was being confronted with the fact that success is fleeting, the fact that were a lot more important things than who I was, what I was doing, how much money I was making, the success that I was experiencing. In fact, the more that I started to rely on those things, the harder those things began to hold on to. They began to disappear pretty quickly. So God began to change things inside of me. I would say that I was confronted more with who I was. Some of the things that I was relying on in this world, the idols that I had been chasing. And things started to culminate last year when Jill and I had a really weird summer. We had a little girl that was living with us. We were trying to help out a certain family, and I won't go into that too much, but it all ended very quickly and not in the way that we expected. And I found myself in a position of despair. Certainly a guy of faith and a Christian guy, but probably a poster child for Christian hypocrisy, like a lot of us. But I found myself in a position where I didn't have a lot of hope, and I was, all the things that I had been relying on to define me were broken, were shattered, were lies. I'm sitting in church one day. It happens to be the day that my wife and oldest child, Emma, were going to Alum Creek to get baptized. So they're excited about it. And I was in a place where I wasn't very excited about me doing it. I wasn't about to go do it. Not because I didn't believe or because I'm not saved or anything like that, but I was just in a dark spot. So I'm sitting in church the morning that this is going to happen. The more excited they became about it, quite honestly, the more irritated I got with it. So something started to move me while I was in church. I began to just bow my head while everyone else was worshiping, and I could just feel the filth covering me. I think I wrote something at one point recently. It was this shell, like this caked mud shell of filth all over me that had hardened, and I couldn't break out of it myself. And I just began to pray for something, just help, Christ, just help me. Please do something. And audibly, and I'm not joking when I say this, I heard in my head, "Let me wash you." So, and it freaked me out a little, to tell you the truth. But I heard it and felt it inside. And that day, in that afternoon, I went into the waters at Alum Creek, and I've rededicated my life and rededicated my faith. Since then, I can tell you that my identity has changed.